Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Art of War +1+1. Today I'm joined by Liam Spronken, and we're here to play some games. Cool. Today we've got an exciting aggro matchup. Should be faster than our last game.
Yeah.
So we've got aggro Boltyn versus mid-range Katsu.
Yeah.
So
Mid-range Katsu is an interesting deck. It has different modes you can sideboard in. You can sideboard out the aggro cards that go full block.
mm-hmm.
Versus Boltyn in particular, it's hard to know how to sideboard because he can be Saber control and just building so his Lumina turns, or he can be raid and aggro, and then you need the defense reactions. So I'm sideboarding like I don't know what Daniel's on. We're taking out the unmovables, which come out every time.
Yep.
The Remembrance, which I think comes out probably every time.
Yep.
And then Sinks definitely should stay in for this matchup if you know what it is. And then Nullrune just always comes out.
Yep.
But if he's on Lumina combo, you probably want to take out more defense reactions, like some of your flip flags and stuff.
I'd also like to say, if you see your opponent put out two weapons, then you can be more sure that they're on a control strategy, and you can sideboard towards that. Here, I just took out some yellow belittles, because they're a little unnecessary, and they don't block super well, and then the Valiant Thrust, because I think it's going to be... I'm keeping one in, but I think it's going to be a little hard to set up, so I don't want to play too heavily towards that.
Mm-hmm. And I think everyone's seen the equipment I'm playing before. The old Mask, Tunic, Snapdragon's Breaking Scales, two
and
Kadachis.
I'm on Braces, Scales, Tunic, and Skullcap, so nothing too unusual here either.
Let's go.
Alright.
10. Winning all the dice rolls today.
Yes, you are. So, what's the plan? First or second?
I think I want to go first.
Cool.
I don't want to let you sculpt your hand, and I have some very impactful arsenal cards to get in there.
Yep.
Even if it's a defense reaction, just to slow you down on the swing back.
And I'm the same. I'd like to go first as well, so I can start building my soul.
So we'll start with that Tunic.
Okay.
This hand is aggressively mediocre.
Alright.
Yeah.
My hand is aggressively dreadful.
So I do want to get cards out of this hand, which is kind of annoying because I would like to not let Daniel filter his. But I've also got a lot of cards that are good to end up in Arsenal. These three,
Yep.
and particularly these two.
Yeah, so if it was me, I would play for E-Strike and Arsenal for turn 2.
That's what I'm thinking here as
aggro.
well. So I think we're going to come in with the Kadachi.
Yep. I will take one here.
We'll come with the Kadachi again off the leg tap.
Yep.
No, actually, I might come off.
Off the torrent?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll just take another one.
And now that he's taken two, I actually think I'm just going to Arsenal the E-Strike.
Cool.
And take my free damage, not let him filter his hand at all.
Yep. Alrighty. That seems fair enough to me too. Here, I'm just going to have a little unfortunate turn. I'm going to take out my Tunic. Because I drew cards that I don't want to draw super early.
Yep.
So I'm just playing V, and I'm going to charge a Celestial Cataclysm and a Beacon.
Twice.
Coming in for 5.
So I actually
going in.
don't think I want to block this with how my hand's turned out. I'm going to be taking 10 here.
Yes.
Might change my decision, but this hand's strong enough that I think I get away with it.
Yep.
So we'll take 10.
I'm going to give it go again and come in for 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Gotta make these V damage turns count.
Yeah.
Yep. Taking 10.
Yep, sweet as. That's it.
Take out my Tunic.
This is a good turn for me because I get to sit with one card in soul and put a lot of pressure on.
It's possible I should have blocked more, especially having the flick flack.
Yep.
But that leaves me with no resource on my turn. So I don't think that's where I want to be. And like this turn is very tempting to start with Kadachi, but starting on a leg tap for 4 makes Daniel feel very threatened about what I could draw here.
It's quite spooky. But there's not a whole lot I can really do about it. Because this deck kind of sucks at blocking. So...
Yeah, there's no flick flacks in that one.
Yeah. Oh, if only this deck had flip flag. I think we are just taking 4.
So we're going to trigger my Katsu.
Yep.
And discard a red Flusterfist.
Yep.
And find the 1 more damage version of Flusterfist. Rising E-Thrust, but it'll say it's go again.
Sweet
I'm
as.
just going to come in with that. Rising E-Thrust.
So here, I'm just going to block the most unnecessary card in my hand. Here.
So you're going to take 3?
Yeah.
So I have 2 resource left. I'm going to go 1.
Take 1.
I'm going to come in for 1.
Take 1.
We're going to E-Strike drawing a card.
Okay. So...
Actually, I'm threatening Mask here, so I might just go E-Strike for 7.
E-Strike for 7?
Yeah.
I can't stop that. So... I think I'm just taking 7. This hand is quite unfortunate.
Right. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Maybe I'll just go.
I was thinking you should block the second Katsu.
Yeah,
Just still
possible.
that mask.
I'm gonna just block 7.
Block 7?
Yeah.
So I don't get my draw a card, which is what I was looking for. But 2 cards out of Daniel's hand means he's not threatening a lot on the way back.
It's 3 cards.
Sorry, 3 cards, yeah, I forgot about the first block.
I'm just gonna Arsenal and pass.
Yeah, Boltyn doesn't do well on those off turns.
No, he's very bad when he falls behind. So,
here...
sorry, I am on 2.
Absolutely. Kadachi?
Just take 1 here.
Kadachi?
I'm going to look and try and get back in the game.
Yep.
So I'm gonna block 2 here.
Sensi.
Sensi.
Which is like one of the best draws I could have here. Threatening that 5th card, not letting him just absorb the damage.
I think I'm almost taking
Quite
it.
strong. If he wants to block this out, he has to block with 2 cards.
Yeah.
Or he can take the damage and just effectively lose a card,
Mm.
rather than losing 2.
You do get a very good card, but
half blocking this seems pretty
it's very
poor.
difficult to block it.
Yeah.
So I will just take 6.
Yeah. You know Arsenal,
You get a out of war.
this card.
So you can see why that previous hand was so awkward.
Right.
Just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and it's out of war can't block anything, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate time for me to have a strong draw, obviously.
Yeah. So here I took my tuna cup. I'm going to use it straight away.
Yep.
And I'm going to play Take Flight, charging my V of the Vanguard.
Luckily for me, I have the best card in the matchup. Red
Okay.
Flag and Arsenal.
That is cool bananas.
So it doesn't even... Yeah. It doesn't give a +1, which is really nice.
Yeah. I'm just going to play Lumina, which is one of my best cards, and then come in for 4.
4 is
'Cause
very
I'm
annoying.
charged.
You got 1 card.
Yep.
I actually think I take 4 here. I've
Cool.
got a bit of a life lead.
I reveal off Lumina.
Yep.
And it goes into my soul.
Yep. And you gain
Sorry,
1.
I will have given it a go again as well.
But yeah, we'll use that.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm being sloppy.
Yeah.
4.
The dangers of playing versus someone you play a lot versus.
Yeah.
So we're going to block for 5 here.
Cool. I'm actually going to give this a go again.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to come in for 3. With Engulfing Light.
What's that one do?
If it hits, I get to put it into my Hero Soul.
Right. How much do I care about a single soul card here? I think not enough to tank my turn.
Cool. So I get to put this in my Soul.
Yeah.
So this is a good card to play instead of Arsenal, because it doesn't require me to charge an additional card to get its effect. So just get it out the way.
But how I have to block that turn, I have to use my resource card.
Yeah.
Or I have to use my razor and breaking scales. 'Cause
Yeah.
if I block with this, it just goes over the top anyway.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good turn hand to keep. Like, it's a really powerful 3-card hand. So,
Yeah. So I think it's Kadachi.
yeah, just take 1 here.
Kadachi. I think you block the second Kadachi most of the time.
Yes.
No resource floating makes it a bit more interesting.
I think I do. It's unfortunate I have to block it with a 2-block equipment.
Yeah.
But,
And then we'll soul beat for 4.
and I take 4.
I unfortunately don't have a extra card or a 0 to discard.
Yep.
So we're just going to ask them.
Cool. Right, here I'm going to take up Tunic.
Yep.
I'm going to play a Ravenous Rabble, revealing a yellow Courageous Steel hand, only coming in for 3.
What is this hand? We're going to take 3.
Cool. I'm going to play a Minnowism, and then a Bolt of Courage charging.
Oh,
So I'm coming in for
draw a card.
6. If it hits, I draw a card.
It's not what I'd want to see here, really.
So these cards work very well together because if you block an attack action, it goes to 7, which makes it very difficult to block without equipment. And also, because of the Minnowism, I can give this go again and threaten an extra 3 damage.
I think your hand's good
the
enough
price
that
of
we're
one
going to
card.
take a bunch of damage here.
Cool.
But you draw a card.
Draw the Courageous Steel hand.
Yeah.
And then I'll give it a go again.
Yeah.
And 3.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And unfortunately, he gets a red Courageous Steel hand in
Yellow.
Arsenal. Oh,
Yellow.
sorry, yellow. Yeah.
I'll Arsenal that.
Which always blows me out on this deck. It's very frustrating. But we have a red Surging Strike to lead on.
Okay, so this is one of the scariest cards that he has. It's 2 costs, so it can't be rated.
Yeah.
Which is quite relevant.
You don't let your ninja players get away with that, guys.
Yeah,
It happens too much.
Don't. It's not really the most ideal of hands, but I think we just go block for 5.
So I get the blowout here. I have the ancestral.
Okay, yep, you get me. I take 1.
This is an interesting decision.
Yeah, do
I
you
think
go
I
for
have
it?
to Katsu off it because I don't have another 0. So if I miss,
I think you do
can't
just Katsu.
find a
I
whelming.
think you just Katsu
So I
to get
think
the whelming and
It'd
guarantee
be really nice to push the 1 extra damage.
the big damage, right?
But yeah, finding the whelming's too good not to do here.
Yep.
I can't live off the top. Would I have hit? I would have.
Well, it's
The
one,
way it goes.
It's 1 damage, you know. So
Yeah, you should never look.
never look. Yeah.
Oh, I hope I didn't. No, I didn't. Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll come in with the red whelming for 4. Actually, I think that last turn I misplayed slightly. I should just throw the breaking scales in front because I know it's likely I'm going to be attacking with the combo card here.
Getting it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm
getting the 1 extra
Just
pushing.
gonna take 4.
Just going to take 4 on that one.
I cannot stop it.
Daniel. Drum cut.
Yeah.
Not that we've been cutting at all, but...
This is a bit sad, but my hands have been a bit dreadful on these aggressive turns.
Yeah, so I'm going to draw a card off this. You're going to take... You've taken... Oh, you took the damage?
Yep.
Yep. Draw a card. So we're going to... Turn of tempo here.
For 5.
Yeah.
And I can't stop
Because
that
I'm threatening
either.
mask at least.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So we're going to draw.
Yep.
Got 1 resource.
Yep.
That's so good.
I'm afraid I'm very dead.
We're going to command and conquer.
Yep.
This is how you drop the deck, right?
Yeah.
This is what you want to do.
Yeah, I go from dead to very dead.
Oof. Yeah, getting that steel hand out of there makes me so much less threatened.
Yeah. So the issue is that I had 2 blocks and an Art of War in hand that I couldn't use.
Right.
So charging it, coming in for 4, and only 1 3 block. And if I get rid of this, my hand does nothing. So
Yeah, we can take him. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Taking 4.
go again. I can't even
you
give
can't
it go
even
again
go again, no.
because I lost the Courageous.
You could Snapdragons, but I'm not sure it's...
I think I
Actually,
do.
no, you're not going to keep more cards.
3.
So getting more damage in is good. We'll block with this here because I should be blocking earlier.
Yeah, just take 2.
Yeah.
And you'll draw up. So now I'm purely on the defensive.
Yeah, so I think I win the game off this hand most of the time.
Okay.
Just drawing and surging back to back is good enough to get you there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
should
we'll just lead on the surging.
should be. I block.
So he has to block this,
5.
and then he gets very punished by having the whelming in hand. So coming in for 2. So a lot of his 2
I
blocks
have
are
to-
super bad here.
I have to block this for
So I
3.
might get the tunic, and they have the razor.
Yeah, no, that's game.
Yeah, so I would draw the card, and then I get the Mugenshi.
Yeah. So this game is a classic example of when Art of War is terrible
Yeah,
because it just really punished me that game.
and it's a
not
very
being
good
able to
example of how,
defend.
the ways Ninja can blow you out. With things like razor
Yeah.
and the ancestral.
Yep.
A lot of the time, if you're needing to block the surging like you did on that last turn,
Yep.
you have to block 1 extra.
Yeah.
Because the cost of not blocking for the ancestral is very, very high.
Yeah. So on my side, I wanted to get 1 more turn where I could be in charge and attack you properly.
Yeah.
But just from the damage that you were putting out and how poorly my hands could defend you, it just never quite materialized.
Yeah.
So
I think we've been playing slightly favourable matchups on both sides. On my side, both times now.
yeah,
So this is no reflection on Devil's player skill by any means.
of course not.
Yeah. But Flick Flick is the best card versus this deck. And interestingly, neither of us drew the best card in the matchup,
Plunder on.
which
Yeah.
is Plunder Run, because you can have such long turns
Exactly
on both
right.
sides if you get to draw that
This,
extra card.
this matchup is very much whoever winds up in control of the game at the very start.
Yeah.
Um,
And if I draw, I'm better at turning that round with the Flick
Yes.
Flicks, because it lets me block 9 off 2 cards.
yeah.
Um,
With
I-
I,
yeah.
this build doesn't actually have any defense reactions on it at the moment because I'm an animal.
yeah. It's worked pretty well, though. It's very, very fast.
Yeah, so the idea of this deck is just to be really aggressive. And it's still This is still very much a test deck, so it is far from being anywhere near as well tested as our Ninja.
Yeah.
But hopefully you can kind of see what it's from this game what it's trying to do. Maybe we'll play it some more down the line so that
once it's more refined,
we'll
see
show
how
it in like a
turns
better light, I guess.
out. Yeah. Played in something that has a good matchup versus not the best defense reaction in the game.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching.